Hello, hello! My name is Starlight Akari. I am a professional artist and character illustrator. I really like to review the skin designs in Arknights because of the color, composition, and other art fundamentals that we can review. This is a review of the new ops from the current Masses Travels event, so I hope that you enjoy. I can't go through all of them if they are ones that I might be spoiled by because I like to go through the story naturally. But here's the ones that I can show you. Please enjoy. Alright. Okay, so we can look at Archetto, Mlynar, Kanta, and Mizuki. Okay. Isn't there someone before Archetto? No, there is not. Oh, that's really pretty. Alright, wow. Well, I already like the, no, I'm not missing anybody. I don't know what you're talking about. No, there's no one there. This is really pretty. I wasn't expecting it to be so, like, golden sunlight bathed. These are these, okay to read text-wise? I'm not really sure, but let's just appreciate this. I really love all the birds here, honestly. Now I'm gonna review one of the most popular skins for one of the most popular characters and turn it into a short? Really? Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Only avoid bloodline of combat? Okay, noted. Look, there's already an X on it. There's already an X, so not going to do that. I'd advise against the lore on this one? What do you mean? This is just really pretty though, what they have with the birds. Oh, this is so gentle. I love how graceful this is. I love how light and airy everything feels. The live 2D animation I'm paying attention to the most here. It's the way that they even just did like a bird flap for a wing is not easy. Don't read? Okay, noted. Can't hear, just came here a second to say hello and good night. Thank you, Seko, I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. You gonna enlarge the skin? I will. I just want to sort of look at how the whole thing in the golden light. Also, the reflections are really nice too. Alright. Let's see here. It's just so gentle. The lighting is beautifully done. I don't see many pieces that are this graceful. I'm surprised at how well the birds are animated because... Oh, and there's even little birds. There's even little birds sneaking, peeking from the chalice. I love that. It's really hard to work with yellows and golds. Especially and make them also feel very different, and I think they did a really good job. I love how as I'm going through the skin, there's just birds flying around my point of view. I love this. They've got like some beautiful... I can't get over the bird! I can't get over the birds just flying through the view here. I love these birds. It's not easy to work with this similar of a hue, right? To work with pretty much just black, white, red, and gold. It's not an easy thing to do. So the fact that they add so much in terms of the, you know, we've got the cooler yellow to blue of the sky, and then the warmer yellow to the deep gold to like the brass color. And then the brass color where these two little birds are peeking out their heads. And then I also noticed that there's like a case where she's keeping her bow, which is really interesting. I would assume it's hers, considering that she's holding her arrows. But she has her bow in this very elegant, like, trophy case. And then I'm not really sure what the birds are doing here, but I also see that there's bird statues. Things like, she also... I think I remember that I think someone has said before that she is, a griffin. She's got, like, the lion tail, the ears, and I also see that in the statues up here, too. And then she's surrounded by the birds, so we're splitting up, like, the feline and the avian elements here. I'm seeing if there's anything else to notice in the background. I'm seeing a lot of the bird statues. Strangely enough, nothing feline related. So it looks like this skin seems to focus more on the bird-like elements, which is fine, Yeah, we've got 3 griffin statues up here. And then... let's see the, animation? I sworn I had one here. Here? And then they're bringing her, like, an olive branch? Is that what this is? Or wheat, maybe? Oh! Wait. I'm sorry, wait, what happened over here? What happened over here with the chalice? Hang on, there's bread, there's wheat. Let me see that one more time. What were these birds doing up here in this chalice? She has a piece of wheat. And then they bring out bread? Is that what's happening? That's funny. I like that. There's sort of a very gentle idea of, like, good food, good tidings, blessings. I like this a lot. I love how her hair is so gracefully animated. Again, the light with her hair. The subtle, soft lighting around the whole piece is very well done, as are the reflections on the ground here, and all the birds flying around. It makes everything feel so alive that the birds are constantly moving, because it gives you more of that feeling that you're in the space, especially close up. If you're further away, then you can kind of see the entire screen, then it doesn't do as much. But when you're just looking around close up and you don't really expect where the birds are going to come from, it adds, like, a nice little liveliness to everything, you know? I think that's really sweet. Hourglass is another animation. It's for Idol. Oh! Oh, okay. I didn't know that's how it worked. And look, I'm not biased at all with the rainbow element there, but that's just really sweet. I like this a lot. As you might have missed, she's Liberi, but the feline features are because she's based off of griffins. Yeah, I do see that, I see the lion tail and the cat ears. So that's interesting, so she is a griffin, that is really cool. It's always fascinating to me when I see, like, more mythical. So see, if we see the skin where it is more spread apart, then wait, does the bird, yeah, no, it's still there. Wait, it's going through the whole thing too. It's going past the border. The bird goes past the border. Oh, that's cool. I didn't think that would happen. The bird goes past the actual border of the whole piece. It feels less lively when you can see the entire thing at once, but when you zoom in and it just comes in immediately, then it's still very interesting. Alright. That is beautiful. I love the lighting coming through the windows. I love the tiny little bit of faded blue that adds just a hint more color to everything, making it a full piece of primary colors. I think it's really nice. The birds care not for mere borders. I love it. I love it. That's a very sweet one. Also, the chibi is really nice too. I like the chibi. Alright. And then we have, Mlynar? Let's see, Mlynar. Whoa! Okay, very different idea. Very different concept here. Very different feeling. Interesting. Okay. Very action-based. So this one is not live 2D, but the pose has a ton of movement in it. Especially, you know, the cape. The whole the entire composition, creating this arc form in his body, in the cape itself, really, really pushing that arc. And then the actual background itself having like this, it's like a tree, like a, it kind of looks like a tree trunk, sort of stabilizing the whole thing. And then the spear going right across the whole thing. You have this arc that feels very imbalanced, but action-based. And then this really strong spear sort of holding the whole thing together. It almost is forming like an X of sorts. Let's see. Okay. It's a really nice outfit. It's a very nice piece of armor. And there's, oh, okay. I see. So, he's horse, but we've also got the bird wing motif here in the armor. So I'm guessing he is also like Gnarl. I'm guessing he is also Pegasus? Because we have the bird motif in the armor. And then there's also, if you weren't 100% sure, there's also Pegasus flying around here. Or at least the visuals of Pegasus. Oh. Okay. We are definitely fighting something horrific. But then there's this light and darkness clash. And then, okay. We've got this sort of serpentine. Alright, serpentine look. And then goes all the way up here. Trails around here. This is more of like a horse motif, serpent motif. Something terrifying. But brave, gold, intense, adventuring idea. And I love the bright, I know I've said this before in other skins, I love how Arknights uses a bright royal blue against their strong golds, because blue and gold are very, very good clashing combination. Well, not clashing in the color sense, but like they work very, very well together. And then it's calmed down because those are basically opposing colors. And then it's calmed down with this very intense dark gray steel or pewter. And then we have the fully black cape, which is also contrasted by the white fur. Royal blue is always a tasty accent. It is, but they use it so well too, right? It's not overbearing. It doesn't get too much. So, okay, I'm getting this idea that there's like, I'm seeing like lots of tree branches and lots of scary creatures. So I'm getting sort of like a forest motif. And then maybe abandoned, because we're seeing some architecture here. There's a little bit of architecture in the back as well. And then this very strong, bold, dynamic figure, basically, literally what it seems to be cutting through the branches. Feels like some kind of tale. It feels like a very, like, good versus evil. Yeah, very heroic tale, I think. I like that. I think that's, I love how determined his face is. I love how he seems very composed. He doesn't seem like he's rushing into action. He seems very calculated. He really seems to know what he's doing. He's not standing ground like a more blocky character. His armor seems heavy, but his movements are swift. And then that swiftness is also brought back into this cloak. So it gives him this feeling of agility, but the armor gives him feeling of solidity. He doesn't have that blockish figure like Patriot might. He doesn't feel like this insurmountable force. He feels very swift and he feels calculated. And I like that a lot. You pretty much guessed the skin flavor text without actually reading it? Okay, now I'm curious. Alright. Roar against the Wilds. Mlynar's iteration from Decision Point, okay? Black Riders have finally arrived at the Forgotten Plains, but the Hermit Knight chooses not to leave. Instead, he bars the way alone. So he's literally cutting through the bushes. He is in the wilds. He is sort of facing off against these beasts. The Hermit Knight. Okay, interesting. Instead, he bars the way alone. Interesting. So he does have this very swiftness and ground covering element to him. Interesting. Alright then. Hey, if I can guess the skin flavor text, then that means that the artist is doing a great job. That means the artist is absolutely doing an amazing job. Alright. Skip this one. Go to... Canta. You can read Archetto. Oh, right. Alright. Glory of the Devout. Nun's habit that has been altered with adjustments for the wearer's racial characteristics, paired with accessories that reflect one's personal style. In other words, we made room for the cat ears, and we made room for your tail. I love that. I love that. Alright. And then we have Canta. Okay. Oh, wait! I think I was waiting for this one to come back. I think I was waiting for this one. I briefly saw this one, and I was like, wow, I sure hope that this comes into the shop someday. I didn't get to see this one before. I just, I remember seeing it. I don't remember where I saw this. I think I was just trying to get, like, a basic PNG, and I saw this outfit, and I'm like, oh, someday. This is new, added with the event? Really? I could have sworn I've seen this somewhere. Huh. Maybe you saw it from CN News? I don't think I did? Oh. Huh. Well, if I did, that might have been an accident. That was not intentional. That was definitely not intentional. Doesn't really matter, it's pretty. It is pretty, I like it a lot. Might be a chance she saw it in the wiki if she got an image from there. I think that was it then, yeah. I think I might have gotten it then. Stars the Chosen One seeing Canta in her visions? No, I think Mordor is right. I think I, why did I need the wiki for that? Oh! I think I might have been trying to compare, look up comparisons, with Surfer, and then I think I went to you guys instead. Because I think that was before I really, fully, truly learned. Basically, don't touch anything. Nothing is safe to look at. Yeah, I think I was looking for comparisons with Surfer. The wiki is scary. The only time that I have looked at the wiki nowadays is when I'm trying to get a basic PNG, and I will do it so fast, and I look so silly doing it. Because if I need to get a PNG from the wiki, I will literally hold my hand in front of the entire wiki, try to navigate to where I see the single PNG, click it as fast as I can into a new tab, and save the image out. I do it so quickly to make sure I do not read a single word. I look so stupid doing it. I needed Cal's PNG for something, and I remember being terrified, and I was gonna be like, oh, I'll ask people for a PNG, and I'm like, no, I don't want to bother them, so I just went like, save, leave, close out everything. And I successfully avoided seeing anything. Oh. You should bother us? I didn't want to bother you guys. On character pages, the standard page is just the description of the skills. Yeah, I was just like, you're never bothering us asking for a PNG in the name of not being spoiled? Okay. I successfully did it though, I genuinely didn't see a single thing. I looked really stupid doing it, because I had like both hands up and I'm trying to navigate everything. But I successfully did it. So, we have it. I never need to do that again. It's not really taking too much time out of our schedule. I can't even remember why I even needed it now. That's the silly part. But I successfully avoided. I knew that that one was probably the scariest one, so I did that one so quickly. Alright, anyway, enough, alright. So I didn't actually get, like, a good look at this. Is this- okay. Oh! Okay, now that makes sense. I think I did ask you guys about this at one point, and you thought that I was talking about the New Year, the lantern one, because I didn't realize that this was CN content, and I remember asking you guys about what I said was the Muka inspired skin. And everyone's like, I don't know what you mean. What do you mean Muka skin? You mean the lantern one? And I'm like, no, it's like Alphonse Muka inspired. I didn't know. I'm sorry, MG, I didn't know. I didn't know, I'm sorry. Did I ruin that for you? I'm really sorry if I did. I genuinely had no idea. I'm sorry. I didn't know. It's really pretty though. MJ's heartbroken. No, I'm sorry. It's fine, I was spoiled beforehand. Okay, so I wasn't the one to do it, at least. I'm sorry, I genuinely had no idea. I thought it was older. I had no idea. It is really pretty though. It is really, really pretty. I love the, yeah, I love the gentleness of the lyre. I love her hairstyle in this. Her hairstyle is so elegant here. I'm just glad she got such a good skin. Yeah, this is genuinely beautiful. But yeah, if anyone knows the artist, Alphonse Muka, this is very, very much a Muka-looking skin, I think. They do a lot of things that are very flowy, very Renaissance-based, very, lots of circles and curves and symbolism. It's a very Muka-inspired piece, and I also love how gentle she looks here. I love how her hair is rendered. Like, each individual strand like this is just so elegant. The way that it's wrapping around the form of the entire canvas is really well done. Doing single strands of hair on characters is not easy. You tend to sometimes get them caught in different places that you can't really figure out. But this is really balanced. And I think doing it very balanced is hard to do. I also like how there's sort of this background that she is subtly on a bridge by a lake. I think that that is a very good element. Imagine doing strands for Mitoimaru. Yeah, I really have to tip my hat to people who can do hair like this, because it's really not easy, but she has such a good hairstyle in this skin, I think. I love the complementing flowers with her hair. Complementing flowers. I see the beads here. Do you mean here? Oh, because of the coloring. Yeah, no, you're right. The coloring of the flowers contrasting or complementing her hair is really elegant. That is a very, very nice touch. I also really have to say that I really like the canvas of this skin. This sort of mirror window, and then showing the lake. Like, you can tell because of this architecture and because of this curvature that she's sitting on a bridge and her feet would probably just be touching the water. But instead of just painting a skin illustration where she is just sitting on a bridge touching the water, they did it in a very symbolic and abstract way that kind of creates this almost ethereal, dreamlike quality. And there's also this sense of, like, there's a lot of sense of paintings and mirrors and not quite knowing what's going on, which I think contributes to the fact that she is playing music. It kind of takes you into this other world. And note that we have, like, the real birds here, and then they're mirrored by the birds in this painting on the window. I assume this is a window anyway. I think it's a really beautiful way of capturing everything. The birds frozen in time and seemingly the glowing sun behind her in the glass. Yeah. I don't know why I keep saying mirror. It's more like a stained glass painting. But it's the stained glass painting that's reflecting what's happening on the outside. And I just love how none of this is so literal. I don't think that this skin would have the same impact if this had just been, like, her sitting on a bridge near a lake. Because that is an easy thing to illustrate, right? You can easily illustrate a character that's sitting on a bridge near a lake. It's quite another to break the bridge apart, have it creating all of these sort of negative and positive shapes. Like, it's literally broken in many places. They didn't even do, like, a singular oval. Everything about it is very carefully planned and creates this ever-flowing motion. I don't know if you can see my cursor here, but there's this, there's a sort of winding element to everything. And I think that that's really hard to pull off. So I really admire that. And again, just, I think that she is extremely elegant here. And I'm really glad that she did get this skin. I think it's beautifully done. Fibonacci sequence? Very possible. Very, very possible, actually. It does kind of give off a Fibonacci vibe, doesn't it? This is really nice. The tiny birds everywhere. I see the birds in the stained glass, the real birds, this little bird here. A few birds on the frame. The whole thing is, yeah, very surrounded by birds. I like that. Bard by the lake. Attire Cantabile worn during her lakeside holiday. The white of the dress is in perfect harmony with the natural environment, creating a tranquil, dreamlike ambiance. Isn't that what I said? Isn't that what I said? Is it that it's dreamlike? It's this very dreamlike feeling because it's not directly showing the full illustration. It's like they're breaking it up in a way where things don't quite make sense. And then the flow and the lyre and everything, it's just so well done. Almost word for word. That just shows how well the artists do. That just shows how good the artist's work is. Alright. And then we will move on here to Mizuki. Look at this artist being able to understand artistic intent. It's not always clear. I just think that these artists do a very good job. I would love to get to this level, though. Okay. Alright. We've got, like, full-on game mechanic arcade. I love the colors in this. I love the colors here. Sweet Namie boy. I'm glad that I sparked Mizuki, because Mizuki's just, like, one, I needed somebody in the archetype, and two, Namie bias. Very much Namie bias. It's time for a real gamer moment. Oh, I love how the canvas is breaking apart into this Tetris-like design. And then we've got, okay, there's probably gonna be a lot of different details here. Let's see. Alright. Alright, Dark, have a good rest of your day. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you, thank you. Alright, we'll go around the whole thing. I love the Tetris break here. I think that's a really clever way to do it. So this whole thing is Namie's work, right? She didn't just do the character, I think. Alright, we've got a little bit of Galaga. We've got a little bit of, like, a Street Fighter situation. Dude, does this little cartridge have a face? Oh my gosh. Very arcade style, yeah. We've got our little pixels everywhere. I would love to know how she does this. It's happy. It's a little happy cartridge. Alright, I'm gonna go through the whole thing and then sort of pay attention to Mizuki themselves. Alright, we've got like a little snack machine here. The snack machine's also kind of pixelated. Namie, how do you do this amount of filtering? Amount of color work? What the heck? How do you do this? Got, like, dreaming of sushi here on the TV. Got, like, little bits of... Are these, like, magnets on the TV or something? Little decorations here? Multiple TVs. Multiple, like, older TVs. Is that a fish as well? I can't quite make this out. I think it's a fish. It also somewhat looks shrimp-like, but I don't think so. We've got the tentacles that are holding the game controllers and... What's this one? Is that like a... Oh, it's a... Is that a plushie? Is that a plushie of Doctor? It's a plushie. Oh my gosh. I couldn't tell what it was for a second. Oh my gosh, I love that. What the heck? Alright. Alright, and then the shoes. We've got the both sides of the controller. We've got the D-pad and the regular buttons. I like that. So we've got Doc plushie, we've got controller. We've got the controller buttons on the shoes. Them Jordans. And then there's all kinds of little accessories here. We've got a Game Boy. We've got a Tamagotchi. Look at that. We've got a wasn't there another skin that had a Tamagotchi? Swire. Swire also had a skin with a Tamagotchi, didn't she? We've got Game Boys. We've got Tamagotchi. We've got this translucent plastic that is really nice for giving more of an aquatic motif. That sort of blue iridescence. We got more iridescence in the sleeves here. We've got little charms. We got headphones. We've got older headphones that have to be connected with directly connected with wire. Okay. I love this hat. It's such a cute hat. And then we've got the umbrella. What is at the bottom of this umbrella? I can't really tell. It looks like speakers. It looks like there's speakers on the umbrella. And then there's... This is so fun. I'm trying to figure out how Namie would use these colors. I mean, yes, I can tell she used filters. I can tell she used a lot of different brushes. I can tell she used something pixelated. And I can definitely tell that she used gradient maps. And gradient maps are when you can add filters to a color, and you can basically say, like, make the darkest colors pink, make the lightest colors blue, make the in-between colors orange. You can really force the filters to push a lot of the color. It also looks like she probably used chromatic aberration. And chromatic aberration is when you split the color channels. So say this is blue and then there's also red in it. You sort of shift them a few pixels apart. It's used here in particular, you can see. You see how the blue here on the TV and the pink are next to each other, but they're sort of separated? That is called chromatic aberration. You are splitting the color channels further apart. Older? I still use wired headphones? Don't worry, I do too. I'm using those right now. I'm just saying that you don't normally see them connected like this. I mean, maybe if you were connected like to PC or something, but you don't normally see them fully. Actually, I can't tell where they're connected here. What is that? Is it like a nano? But yeah, don't worry. I'm wearing wired headphones too. I love the nostalgia though. I love the nostalgia of the older arcade games, the older TV style. I think the plush is so funny. I love how happy he is. He's just so chill. He's so pleased. Everything is just so light and good in such a terrifying world. I aged like 20 years when you said that about the headphones. No, don't worry, guys. I use wired stuff too all the time. I actually don't like the wireless stuff because I think that you could easily break it and lose it and everything. Don't worry, I use more wired stuff than most people I know. Don't worry. They even pixelated his hat pattern. They did, you're right. They even pixelated the hat pattern. I love that. I can't stop staring at Namie's insanely good use of color. And there's so much detail that I don't think I would even know where to go from here. Like, I don't even know where you would start. It's just layers upon layers upon layers. But it's not busy, and it works. I just recently realized, is this a rice cooker? Is this a rice cooker? Are we making rice? Look at the moon face. Oh! Because he's a moon jelly, right? He's a moon jellyfish. So we have the moon face. Oh, I love that! It's such a tiny, subtle detail! I love it! Looks like a plant? Oh, maybe. Oh, you're right, it has like little starfish? It's got like a little starfish on it. Huh. Namie acquiring new gambling funds. She's gonna lose it all. I feel so bad for Namie, but... Oh, I love the little moon face edition. Thank you for pointing that out. That's so nice. Everything about this is... And then little stamps on the ground here. There's so many tiny little added details, and it's clear that there's a lot of love here for Mizuki. I think this is so sweet. We got our, little, basically, boombox here. This just seems like an overall happy environment to be in. A good escape from the battle, shall we say, right? Mizuki is so sweet, and again, huge, huge, huge props to Namie. I hope to someday get to this level. The amount of color, detail, and variation is really inspiring. To also be able to do it without everything being super overwhelming, I think is really good. Using the lights and darks to still make the full character stand out so that he doesn't get lost in the background like some skins that we've seen in the past, unfortunately, I think is not an easy feat, and I think she's done it phenomenally. So hats off to Namie, because yeah, that is really beautifully done.